Now that we have realized we've made a mistake, let's go and declare our multiplier. So what we're going to do here is we're going to type in the word const, which stands for constant, then int, and we'll call it multiplier. Now notice, multiplier, I think I spelled it right. Notice that it's all capital letters. So let's put a 3 in here. So what we're going to do here is, and yes, I know you can do find and replace in there, but the problem is if you do find and replace, you might be replacing a 2 to a 3 with something that you really wanted to leave as 2. So, again, and also it's just not good programming. So what we're going to do here is we're going to change this to multiplier. It's going to say multiply by 3. So what we're going to do here is we're going to get rid of this. And let's see, there's an error somewhere. And that's because the equals needs to be inside of this. So that looks good. So I'm going to just copy and paste this so I don't have to mess up like I always do. This line is going to be, this is always going to be identical right now. And it looks like we have everything squared away, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's run it again. Now, that was a lot of work changing all that stuff. So we'll do the same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that works good, except I have a plus instead of an equal. So that's no big deal. That should be easy to fix. So let's just test it again, make sure everything's peachy keen. I always run the program. Every time I make one change, I run the program again. So that looks good. So now, you say, you know what? I'd really rather have it multiplied by 4. So now all I have to do here is change that to 4. And look what happens. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all I have to do. So then you go, you know what? I think 3 is better. So we'll do the same thing again. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is why constants are so valuable in there. That is it. Any questions on the need to use constants? So what we did here was we avoided changing this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. So changing it one number means I have to change this 10 different times in there. So that is a good reason why you would want to change things in here. Plus, there's no chance that you can change the multiplier by accident. So let's just say that we went in there and did multiplier equals 4. You're going to get an error when you try to compile because you cannot change a constant in here. So that is a big, big, big plus, and that's why they call it constant. So let's just run it one more time just to be on the safe side. This time we'll get really high end and we'll make it 6. And then we'll do 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. So we have 12, 24, 36, 48, 60. So here would be a great way to do a times table as well if you wanted to do something, and that's, I think we'll do that as a future project on how to do a times table using a for loop once we get into for loops. So I think you'll find there's so many things that you can use to make shortcuts and make your programming life easier. That is it. Hopefully this will help.